Hey everyone, starting in 2 minutes. Everyone meaning people watching the recording, because there's nobody live yet, we just started. We're only 10 seconds in, so a minute and 50 seconds to go. It's interesting how this one came to be. Still waiting for the first viewer. That's why I like waiting until the 2-minute mark. And there we go, the first viewer, cool. But that's why I like waiting till the 2-minute mark. It gives time for people to gather, to collect. And then there's still the recording. 3 people, cool. We start in a minute and a half. During this time, feel free to share, whether you're watching live or you're watching the recording. Feel free to share this. And if you want to wait until you see that the message is good, that you want to share it, then that's totally cool too, because it will be recorded. You can share it anytime. 8 people, cool. Keep gathering up. This message is so freaking important. It is so important. Hi, Peggy. Got 1 more minute, and then we get started, okay? And I'll be able to scroll through the comments and interact with you guys. And hopefully this does something. Create some kind of an awareness, and a little bit beyond the awareness, but actually makes a difference somewhere. Good to see you, Peggy. Thanks for the likes, people. I appreciate that. Got another 30 seconds. Hey, Lori. Good to see you here. And this, I think, is very important. This is sort of a whistleblowing kind of live feed that we are going to start in about the next 15 seconds. Hi, Gretchen. Glad you guys are here. There's a love button you can use. You can comment, you can like, you can love. Love is better than like, I think. And we're going to start in about 5 seconds, okay? I actually have my hair that was cut off to send locks of love. Need to do that. Okay. A difficult video to make, but this has to be said. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started now. I'm going to start standing and walking as I talk. All right, so you know how... Well, first... It was interesting how it came to be. So I made a post the other day about all this hair, what to do with all this hair. Really great comments, a lot of funny ones. But there were also several comments about donate it to Locks of Love and donate your hair so that children who are balding as a effect of chemotherapy and radiation can wear a really cool wig and feel good about themselves and feel partly normal and all those kinds of things. So I'm going to say all those comments are very, very well intended. And don't be offended over anything that I'm going to share in this video. This isn't meant to offend anybody, but to educate and raise some new awareness, be a whistleblower, and ultimately make a difference. But here it goes. Locks of Love and all those organizations that accept donations of hair to make wigs out of, specifically for the purpose of giving to children who are balding and radiation from the cancer. What a scam that is. There are organizations out there that are healing people of cancer, including children, with 0 medical treatment and to all nature. There's no side effects. They don't lose their hair. The reason those kids and other people are losing their hair is because the chemotherapy and radiation has made them so sick, tearing down their immune system so badly that their hair starts falling out, and to other side effects. What a scam all of that is. These are done by very well-intended people, except for the leadership at the top. They know what they're doing, and they're evil fucking assholes, and I hope they die. How's that? That's kind of how I feel about the leadership of those organizations. But everyone else involved, they are well-intended. They believe their heart is in the right place, but they're doing things that's perpetuating the problem, and more people are needlessly suffering and dying at the hands of all of that crap. It is such a scam that's killing so many people and making drug companies so much money, and it's duping so many people whose hearts are truly in the right place and just need to... I really believe that almost everybody that's donating to Locks of Love and the American Cancer Society, if they knew the truth about it, they would absolutely stop, and they would donate instead to places like Gerson and the Living Food Institute, where they're actually healing people from cancer. Not just cancer, but a lot of different diseases. And they're not making them sick, and they're not producing these horrible side effects that medication produces. So here's the deal. Think about it this way. I could donate my hair, and they're going to spend money on turning my hair into wigs. That money could be used to get some of those kids into places like Gerson and Living Foods Institute, where they will heal and be cured from cancer. And then their hair grows back naturally on its own, organically, the way that it should. Wouldn't that be a better use of resources and donation and money and time and energy to actually, I mean, if I donate my hair to Locks of Love or any organization that just gives it to cancer patients at the hands of medical treatment, then that's just perpetuating the problem, and it's not doing anything to help any of those kids or anybody, period. But if all those resources are just simply reshuttled somewhere else that can make a difference, we can start to turn that around. So, gosh, the American Cancer Society, Locks of Love, and organizations like that, what an unforgivable, inexcusable scam. Really. And totally not just victimizing people that already have cancer, but all their donors whose hearts are in the right place, who are totally being ripped off. And this message needs to get out there, or that's never going to change. Ever. That message needs to get out there. And what I want all of you to do is go out there, start doing your own research. I don't want you to blindly follow me any more than I blindly want you to follow anybody, for that matter. So I want you to be more independent, free-thinking people. Now, the reason people donate to Locks of Love and the American Cancer Society... Sorry for the interruption. I think this thing automatically cuts it out. But where was I? The reason that people donate to places like the American Cancer Society and and Locks of Love and places like that is because their hearts are in the right place. They think they're making a difference. But I really believe if people whose hearts are in the right place knew about that stuff, they wouldn't do it. They'd reshuttle their energy, their focus, their means to places that are actually making a difference. But I have to take issue with that too. Because if we knew differently, we'd act differently. So we're only getting our information from people that are telling us what to do and what to believe. So what we really need to do is get outside of the box of what we're told to think and what we're told to believe, and start searching for answers on our own, becoming really independent. I mean, how independent could you possibly be if all the information you get is from what you're told? And if you're living inside of the medical box, that tiny little box, then you're never going to learn about natural healing cures and things like that. I mean, think about it. Places like the Gerson Institute and Living Foods Institute and places like that, they help people beat diseases by building up their natural defenses, their natural immune systems, so that they internally can kick out the disease, whatever it is, and heal organically. The medical community, they say that's not possible. They say it's not possible to heal anybody of anything. Their goal is the pharmaceutical industry's goal is to help you die as slowly as possible, and the medical community is just their instrument to accomplish that. Like, medical doctors are nothing more than technology dispensaries from the perspective of pharmaceutical, whose goal is to help people die as slowly as possible. A cancer diagnosis, a diabetes diagnosis, is like they see cash cow dollar signs in their eyes for every person. Every person that gets cancer, millions of dollars per person that the pharmaceutical profits. You get diabetes before the age of 20 or something like that, that's $2 million worth of profits per person. You get a child with diabetes, that's about $3 million profits per person. They are not in the business of helping us do anything except die as slowly as possible. Locks of Love, American Cancer Society, those are all frauds. They're such scams, ripping everybody off their donors as well as all the patients. So that's the truth of the matter. And you need to start getting your information from places beyond what other people are telling you, including me. Go out there and start doing your own research and become more free thinking and independent. You got critical faculties you can tap into, but almost nobody does that. About 98% of the population is going to believe and listen to whatever they're told without even questioning it, and that's such nonsense. So I think the only way that people are going to listen to whistleblowers and things like that is if we get outside of that box of what we're told and we start looking for answers independently. So that is my rant on that topic matter. That's why I will not donate anything to Locks of Love or the American Cancer Society, period. They're such scams. And I hope nobody took offense at that, because I know a lot of people love those organizations. They're in the right place, but you just don't know about them. And you can find out anything you want to know about anything. There's so much information you can get for free about anything, but who's looking? Really, who's looking? We all just do what we're told without questioning anything. So rant over. I'm going to scroll up now. Please feel free to share this. This is a message that has to get out. See what people are saying. A lot of hi Toms. Thank you, Toms. Back in the upper 90s. Like I said, heart's in the right place. They totally took advantage of you. Cynthia, hi Cynthia, hi Peggy, a couple different Peggies. I knew I was stalling for a reason. Thank you, Tom. You're welcome. Thanks for not being offended. I appreciate that. Kathy, definitely, I was going to say that, a scam. Okay, so other people agree with me. It's a temporary fix. It's not really a temporary fix though, Gretchen. It's not doing anything. I mean, I guess it's helping them feel normal for a period of time, but wouldn't it be so much better, instead of giving them this false facade of normalcy for a temporary period of time while they still slowly die anyway, wouldn't it be better to spend those resources, the money that it takes to make those wigs, and take that money and actually give them natural therapies that have been proven to help people heal from cancer? I mean, that actually does something for somebody. And then they can grow their own hair naturally because their immune system is strong again. So I don't believe it's a temporary fix for anything. It does nothing to fix the problem. Hi, Alma. Rich, Rich, at one point, I know it. Okay, I'm back. It says the connection is weak, so that's probably why I broke a few times. Live feeds better than the Wi-Fi. Okay, I might do this again someday just because the Wi-Fi is so bad that I'm breaking up in certain places, just so you know. I wish we could get people to open their minds. Me too, Kathy. They know there is a cure, but they doubt. Money, Kathy. Eat organic, eat fruit, eat veggies. That's where healing starts. Locks of love, throw hair away. Do they really, Gretchen? I thought they took the hair and made wigs out of it. Always figured it was a moneymaker for the wrong people. Okay, I'm all caught up in the comments now, and I see my numbers dropped drastically. It's probably because of the weak connection. I probably am all chopped up and probably not a very good feed today. That figures. An important message like this. I don't have the bandwidth. Conspiracy? I doubt it's probably just a coincidence. But if anybody has any more comments, go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to end this particular video right now. And I don't see any more comments. Maybe the bandwidth is really that bad right now. I don't know. Hair they don't approve gets tossed. Well, that's reasonable, I guess. I still don't think it's a reasonable thing to donate to Locks of Love, but Venus. Hi, Venus. Well, Venus, I'm actually about to end this. I just finished it. You can go back and watch the recording. It'll be up like 10 seconds after I click finish. And it looks like the comments are about done, so I'm going to say goodbye. Please share this message. It is so worthwhile to share. And yeah, don't worry, Venus, I'm not cutting it. And not for just aesthetic reasons, but there's a real reason behind all of this. So I hope you go back and watch this video, because he just came in after it's basically done. So please share, like, love, comment, and get the word out. This is so freaking important. I'm so sick and tired of people dying needlessly and donating to fraudulent organizations that perpetuate death and suffering and misery. It needs to stop. And it ain't gonna stop unless we change. And we ain't gonna change if we don't know. So we need to know. So please share. Bye for now, everyone. More videos coming soon, I promise.